morning, everybody. It's Lavetta Jenkins coming in right here on Star 94.7 with the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I hope everyone had a wonderful, safe, happy, and healthy Father's Day weekend. I know I did. Got to talk to both my dads and got to get in a little bit of rest and relaxation as well. Well, you know, I always like to start the day off with something a little positive, and today's positive quote is a little bit different from the other ones. This one says, "There will always be a reason why you meet people. Either you need them to change your life, or you are the one that will change theirs." I can't tell you how true this is. There are so many people who I've come across in life that, you know how you just can't figure out why you're in a certain place or why you're working a certain place. I've met some of the best people in my life working jobs I felt like I shouldn't have been at, or just by happenstance in the grocery store or walking down the aisle in a Family Dollar or something like that. You never know when you come across somebody that's going to make an impression on you, or when you are the one who's going to make an impression on someone else. And if you stay positive, you'll always make a good impression and a lasting impression on someone else's life. All right, let me give you a little bit of the weather. It was raining when I came in this morning, a little cold rain, but it's about 67 degrees at 7 a.m. We're going to be reaching today's high of 79 by 3 p.m. And even though it says we only have a 40% chance of rain, mostly for the morning and for the evening, do expect some light rain or clouds all day long. Yep, you heard me. All day long. And I can't say I'm a little too upset about it because, you know what, I needed something to cool it down after the weekend. I went out to a Juneteenth on Saturday, and I'm telling you, I wasn't even there long, maybe like an hour or so, but the sun was killing me. I was like, okay, I should have definitely have brought an umbrella, a dark umbrella to, create my own shade. It was a wonderful event over in Farrell, PA, but it was just a little too hot for me to be outside. I told y'all I don't like nothing above a nice comfortable 75. Anything more than that, I can't, and I just want to go in the house and stay in the air. Well, you do know this is June. We're still in June. It's only the 19th, and June is Black Music Month. So all this month we've been doing some trivia. I've made some hard, some are like flat out easy, why don't you know them type easy. But today I'm going to start off with something that's a little bit closer to the middle of the road. You ready for it? This is something you just might know. Ray Charles won his first Grammy for what song? Can't tell you the year because you automatically gonna know it then. But Ray Charles won his first Grammy for what song? If you think you've got the answer, give me a call. If you think you got the answer to that, the line's already ringing. Somebody out there knows. All right, right now I'm getting back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show on Star 94.7. Star 94.7, it's Lavetta in the morning. Who am I speaking to? I'm great, Joe. How are you? I knew it. Good, good. What did you get for Father's Day? All right. What do you think you know that answer? Absolutely, Joe. It's Georgia on my mind. You were correct. So you're killing it this week. Already starting off the Monday at a really good spot. Thank you so much, Joe, for calling in this morning. You have a great day. So basically what I do is pitch between the local section of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and the national section of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. My phone is over here, lights up when somebody calls, and I always have to be careful of that and the system here because there's a certain time frame when I need to be in and out of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Like right now, it doesn't kick back to me until about 7:26, so that's in 11 minutes from now. Right now I can hear them. They're playing a Prince song, "I Will Die For You." So I know they're going to do that. Then they're going to do a little talking amongst themselves. Then they'll pitch it back to me. And when I come in the morning, I always write down the length of time I have for specific talk breaks. Let me see. I just talked to Joe. and Joe and we talked for 36 seconds. My next talk break is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So that means I'm going to have to come up with 3 minutes worth of talking. Thank God I'm a gabber, because I can do that. But I would like for somebody else to call, just because I kind of get tired of hearing my own voice. And in my mind, I think everybody else does too. So that's pretty much what's going on. We have 2 separate monitors. I'll show you in a second. 2 separate monitors. One is for recording and editing commercials or, callers, things like that. And the other one is called the Rivendell system, that has all of the playlists and macros and all that kind of stuff in it, and commercials kind of, just tick away. And I also have sound beds over here, and a bunch of different stuff. So I'm sorry the lighting is bad. We only have that one light up there. I probably need one over here. And I'm just wearing my little junky headphones for today because I could not find my expensive ones. I think they're packed away with some wedding equipment because I have a wedding to do this weekend. The board is, all of our equipment here is pretty dated. However, sorry, I had to listen to see what song that was. However, it still works. It's still good. And we still have a really good broadcast signal for our area. So that works out fine. Every morning when I come in, I write down how long I'm supposed to be talking. You can't see my scribble, but this is the 7 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour, 9 o'clock. And over here is my little, in the 10 o'clock hour, between 10 and 11. I've got the quote here, weather there. And in the middle of the page is where I scribble out notes and stuff from what they're talking about, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I can hear them. They can't hear me. But I can make it seem like they're tossing it back and forth to me, because I have several voice drops from Shirley and Tommy saying, hey, Lavetta, what's going on out there in the streets, that kind of stuff. I also print out my trivia questions. I've started doing that because I used to handwrite them, and handwriting them all on this same sheet and getting all kind of notes in it, it was just a bit much, and I didn't want to do that. So I've been printing out my trivia. I keep my cell phone handy because, sorry, my keys are attached. I keep my cell phone handy simply because you never know when some breaking news or something's going to happen, and you're going to need to pull up a website or something like that. And also I have an iPad under here because sometimes you need to do both. And ink pen with a stylus on it because I like the stylus part. I'm a little bit wacky when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what I do. And I'm on air every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. My last talk break is about 10:48. Yeah, it's about 10:48 every day. And then I toss it over to the midday person who's on 11 to 3. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you what everything looks like. I've got some editing I need to do because we're playing an interview tomorrow with Billy Beck from the Ohio Players. That interview is supposed to play tomorrow between the 11 and 3 o'clock hour, and it was taped all in one sitting. He called in because he was in California touring, and with our midday person. So I have to edit that one conversation and turn it into different segments for him to play throughout his show. Also, we've still got some Father's Day stragglers coming in, people who we had asked people to call in and wish their father a happy Father's Day. So I've still got some Father's Day stragglers coming in, and I need to edit those and play those. Right now, the Steve Harvey Morning Show is back. They played Prince, I Will Die For You, and then Bruno Mars, That's What I Like. But right now they're...
That's how you bring me out.
Eugene the Butterfly has just come out.
Oh my God.
And I just pretty much listen.
First of all, I want to say good morning, everyone.
I listen and comment on whatever they're doing.
Vacation thing just got back, so I want to say hello to J. Anthony Brown, the girls. A
lot of people will will do a lot of calling around the strawberry letter, especially if it's something that's really, really juicy. Or, you know, if I toss out a pretty good trivia question. The last question I asked, you heard it, was Ray Charles won his first Grammy for what song? Caller did call in and said Georgia on My Mind. My next question is, in 2009, this famous R&B singer and Waffle House owner, that's the tip, performed the Lord's Prayer and His Eye is on the Sparrow at Michael Jackson's funeral. Do you know who that is? Gladys Knight. So I've got some pretty easy stuff. We've got 2 movie questions. Well, 3 movie questions. Didn't realize that. No, 4. And after that, the next 4 are movie questions, but they do all center around singers and music. So prepared for a great show. It's just the stuff that comes after this. I have meetings and things for the rest of the day when I am not on air. I've got sales meetings all the time, and it can be pretty stressful, but if you stay positive, things will always work out the way they should. Firm believer, they'll always work out the way they should. All right, I gotta start listening. See you in a little bit.
I don't know.
Right, yeah.
You were correct. So you're killing it this week. Already starting off the Monday at a really good spot. Thank you so much, Joe, for calling in this morning. You have a great day.
You're so welcome, and you be blessed today.
Thank you. You too. All right, so he got that right answer. It was Georgia on My Mind. Hard to believe he was in music all those years before then and had never won a Grammy. The first one was for Georgia on My Mind. Well, I know you heard Shirley mention earlier in the show that we do have some official congratulations in order. Beyonce and Jay-Z had their babies last week. The story is kind of conflicting. At first it was out that they had them on Thursday, but now reports in TMZ, and you know they always have people who work at the hospital on their little snoop board. TMZ reported that the twins were born on Monday, but they're still in the hospital due to a minor issue. No word yet on what the minor issue is, but you know, with twin births, there can always be, you know, a little something that does kind of go awry. And it does say that, you know, both mom and babies are healthy and won't be in there long, but the doctors just don't feel comfortable releasing them right now. I get it. You know, they're twins. Sometimes, you know, babies are born, especially when there's 2 of them. Babies are sometimes born, you know, with a little breathing issue or just anything. So if you care to, keep Beyonce and the babies in your prayers as we hope that, you know, everyone has a healthy and happy child. Well, you know, I did notice a lot of other stuff went on over the weekend. I know there were a lot of birthday parties and stuff going on. Billy Beck had a birthday bash down at the hookah bar yesterday, and I know it was very well attended. Heard great reports back from everybody about that. Congratulations, happy birthday, and once again, happy Father's Day to everybody. I've got some leftover Father's Day tributes that weren't played over the weekend. I guess they came in a little late, so I'm going to be playing those for you a little bit later. But right now, let me give you our next trivia question. This one's gonna make you think a little bit, but I've got enough tips in it for you to get it. All right, here we go. In 2009, this famous R&B singer and Waffle House owner performed the Lord's Prayer and His Eye is on the Sparrow at Michael Jackson's funeral. I'm going to read that for you again because it's got a couple tips in there that I think you might need. In 2009, this famous R&B singer and Waffle House owner performed the Lord's Prayer and His Eye is on the Sparrow at Michael Jackson's funeral. That's all the tip I'm giving you. You got the answer? Give me a call. I'm a sucker for your body. So that's what I do. Maybe one day I'll bring a tripod so you can see exactly what because I can't hold the camera and work with both my hands. So maybe one day I'll bring a tripod and show you what I'm clicking. We have several commercials that go. I'm sorry, I keep checking for the phone line. We have several commercials that play, and then we have some PSAs, which are from, you know, national ad councils and things like that. Those we don't necessarily get paid for playing, so I will pause at our last commercial, let our last paid commercial play, and then talk over the minutes where the PSA would be. And I always mark off which question I read. Line's ringing. Hold on. Star 94.7, it's Lavetta in the morning. Who am I speaking to? Good morning, Miss Donna Richardson. Do you think you have an answer to that question? Yes, ma'am. It was Gladys Knight. Now, I want to ask you, how'd you come up with that one? Okay, yeah. Are you one of the people who DVR'd it too, or no? Okay, that was just me. All right. Yes, ma'am. It was Gladys Knight who sang "The Lord's Prayer and His Eye is on the Sparrow." Thank you so much, Miss Richardson, for calling in this morning. You have an awesome and wonderful Monday. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you was a little dry on that one, but whatever. Let me see. And then I tried to get people to talk a long time, and they didn't. This one's only 38 seconds too, so if nobody else calls, it's just going to be in 38 seconds again. My next talk break is 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I've got one coming. Whoa. 8 o'clock, my middle break is 4 minutes, which isn't hard because the Strawberry Letter will have played, and I can kind of beef up off of that. But my 2 breaks in the 9 o'clock hour, I only have 2 in the 9 o'clock hour. Those are 4 minutes each, and that's when I get to rambling because it's nothing to talk about. So yeah, it gets to be something. It's interesting, you know, something interesting to do. This part of the job is really, really fun. It's not always fun to do some of the sales stuff. It's not always fun for that at all. No, it's not always fun to be in sales, but it's a very wonderful job. It's a fulfilling job, and I really like it. Hold on, I'm saving files and things. I really like it. However, you have to take the bitter with the sweet. You have to take the bitter with the sweet, and that's kind of how I feel about this. So,
for you to murder another hit.
J. Anthony Brown's getting ready to murder a hit.
First of all, it's dedicated to
And
all my diabetics out there. There's 3 types of diabetics: type 1, type 2, and type 3. That's somebody who lives with a diabetic, 1 or 2. See what I'm saying? So I said
So
3.
this is what I do all day.
Who won't listen.
I'll check back in a little bit later, but right now I got work to do.
Why doesn't he trust me? Remember that, okay? Remember she asked that question. Why doesn't he trust me? Dear Stephen Shirley, I need some advice. I've been with my boyfriend for over 2 years. We live together and we have a 2-month-old baby. We have a lot of issues. He has cheated on me a couple of times, and I've forgiven him for everything. Because he cheated, he thinks I'm cheating too. I've been faithful to him since day one. But before I met him, I had a one-night stand with his cousin and his cousin's husband. He always throws that in my face, and I'm getting tired of it. He should let it go. I forgave him for cheating, so why can't he move past this? What should I do? Please help. Oh, I was on your side at the beginning of this letter. I really was. I was truly on your side. But, you know, I've changed a little because this is just not the way you do this. I know this happened before you met the guy and everything, but by the fact that it was his cousin and then his cousin's husband, you know, that's what he can't get past. You know, and as far as cheating goes, there's such a double standard. This is so bad. Here. I mean, you might be a little young. I'm thinking you're young and you may not know, like, the rules. You know, the rules are that there's double standard. We just can't do what they do, and they still have the same high opinion of us. It's just the way it is, and, you know, you got to get smarter here. Women are the worst thing in the world to men when they cheat like this, you know. Yes, men do it all the time, and they're simply called cheaters, but women have I know, but that's in his mind. That's what he's thinking because she did it with his cousin, and then his cousin's husband. This is a crazy letter. She didn't cheat, but I'm sure that's probably what he's thinking. Even though it was before the relationship, he can't get that out of his mind because she was with his cousin and his cousin's husband. That's the bad part about this. So it's a woman. He's lumping it all together.
So that was my
This keyboard works that computer there. That's where we sound edit. This is the Rivendell system, and that has the keyboard over here. That's a spare board. But this is where you'll see those are all my talk beds over here, and this is where all the music and commercials play. And I always try to see which one of us is playing Tamar Braxton's new song, My Man, today. And look, I got some Soft and Wet by Prince coming up. Location. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm playing. Oh, no, I am. I'm playing My Man by Tamar Braxton at 10:17. I love that song. Love it. All right, everybody, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and caring about what I do during the business day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll be back next Monday with another one.